I want to close it down.
Top right. Left, right.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello. We are having some significant technical difficulties for anyone watching. In case anyone was curious, there was major technical difficulties going on. Hello, hello. So glad to see a comment on there. We are having for those of you who follow me, I'm a big TikToker going live, but I don't go live much on Facebook and these other programs. So we are really trying to work out the kinks because I would like to go live more regularly on these other programs. So it has been a huge learning curve. And so I'm glad. Thank you, Andrea, for commenting so we can make sure that it is live. Because I was just on Facebook. I don't see myself live on Facebook, but I must be because Christina now has posted from Facebook, and so has Andrea. But when I go on my
YouTube.
Oh, I'm on YouTube also. God, oh, there I am. We might have success. How exciting! I just saw myself on Facebook. Okay. You checked YouTube, and so YouTube is the other one. Mm-hmm. We might actually be live on 3 channels. How cool is that?
I found you on Instagram.
So, do we have anyone live on Instagram? Hello, hello. Hello, John. Hello, hello. So glad to see everyone here today. I am so happy. Oh, you received a good Facebook notification. Very good. Now I just need some people to chime in from Instagram and YouTube to see if we made it across all 3 platforms. There will be time for wine later if we made that work. My poor husband, I just worked the tar out of him. He was over here trying to get it together. Between the 2 of us, though, we got it together. All right. Y'all ready to get this party going? You're tired, like you're probably saying, tired of chit-chatting, Christy. Get some readings going. All right, should we do spirit led, or y'all want me to pull someone? Y'all know how it works. If you want someone read, put them in the comments, or I can do spirit led. I don't mind me some spirit led. I do have a spirit stepping up. It's a gal. If you want me to read someone, put who you want read in the comments.
Did you get a comment on YouTube?
Here, Lakin's calling me. I'm gonna grab that. Nope, just Facebook. I don't know. Somewhat. Anyone on YouTube? So to purchase. All right, Miss Andrea. Okay, we're gonna do with Andrea. Oh my goodness. My daughter just FaceTime, so I give the phone to my husband. I hear my grandbabies out there. Hi, Papa. Hi, Papa. Okay, so Andrea, I'm about to call up your Aunt Kathy. Now, make sure you confirm or deny the information. You know how it works. Just because I'm asking for the spirit doesn't mean that's who I got. Okay.
If we could go over dinner.
Go over there for dinner? Gotta love those late minute notices. All right. Aunt Kathy's stepping up is a talker. Let me tell you, Aunt Kathy's stepping up. She's also showing me that she had dark hair. I don't know why she's making a thing about that, but she loved her dark hair. She's also showing me that she always liked to have her hair done. And I feel like I need to kind of it was either shorter or I need to put it up. She did dye her hair for a while. When she went gray, she was showing me going and having her hair done. Though as she got much older, she let it go gray. I'm sorry, I have My radiation sticker is like all itchy. She is also showing me that she loved to have her red lipstick when she was younger. She's describing herself when she was younger. As she got older, she did not do her hair, nor did she wear much makeup, but she was looking pretty fly when she was younger. And she's very much, is talking about her figure also. She loved her figure when she was younger. There is a picture of her somewhere that you have seen, Andrea, that is her in like one of those 60s swimsuits, you know, the ones that has like the high waist and like the almost, you know, pointy boobs. You remember those? All right. Miss Andrea, does this sound like your Aunt Kathy? Andrea, does this sound like your Aunt Kathy? Hi. Hi, Joey. How are you? Yes. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. All right. For those of watching, she just confirmed hello, April. She confirmed that Ramesh was correct. That's the way it rolls. Just because I choose a spirit doesn't mean that that's what I'm getting. So I like for you to confirm it. I am about to get a message from your Aunt Kathy, Andrea, but if anyone has a Cheryl in spirit, I keep hearing this name Sherry or Cheryl. So can start making comments if you have someone named Sherry or Cheryl. Okay. Andrea, your aunt is stepping up and she's making me feel like there is some turmoil in your family and that you have been really hard trying to keep the peace. And she's telling me that who you want to keep the peace with is really, that's not really feasible. You'd have to almost sell your soul to the devil to keep peace with them. Just, you'd have to bend over. Leanne Hill. Okay, you have an Aunt Cheryl. I thought it was an aunt. Okay. Hang tight, Leanne, because she's going to be up next. She has been yelling in my ear since I sat down. I just kept hearing Cheryl, Cheryl, Cheryl. Good grief. She was like important. Okay, back to you, Andrea. Your Aunt Kathy is talking about, you know, that she understands that you want to keep the peace in the family and it's a respect issue. You just keep making excuses for this person, but she's like, no, you need to put up clear boundaries. You come from a family that is, which I get it, you know, respect your elders, be kind, take care of your elders and all of that. But she is very much saying that you need to put up the boundaries and like, stop it now. I was like, what is she doing? She's putting the gauntlet down. Like, no, stop it now. Stop it now. She's also telling me, Andrea, that you have really been going through. So in my world, we call it a spiritual awakening. Now, what that really is when you start really questioning yourself, like, what's going on? Why am I here? And you start feeling a little lost because the foundation that your belief system was set on, you're starting to question. So when you start questioning the foundation of your belief system, you start feeling a little lost. And your aunt is very much saying that feeling will pass, that you are definitely on the right path to keep exploring. Now, this isn't from your aunt. This is from me. A great book to read, like some nice ones that are kind of light and aren't heavy, is Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, Michael Newton, The Journey of Souls. And then Dolores Cannon has some good ones, but she gets she's a little bit heavy. So make a note of those and make sure that you check them out. Also some, like there is some on Audible. I like Audible myself because I can still do things like clean and work out and all that while I'm listening to it. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Andrea. Thank you for letting me read your Aunt Kathy. All right. I have the Aunt Cheryl here for Leanne. Has anyone commented from Instagram?
I haven't seen anything on YouTube, and I don't know how to get to the live part of Instagram.
All right. Is anyone here? I'm going to get to She's your great aunt. Very good. I was going to say she feels kind of older. I am, just a second, I'm checking. I'm supposed to be live on Instagram. And so kind of checking that out. Y'all know how to get to the live part of Instagram? Look at me. Don't even know. Asking my followers, how do you get to the live part of Instagram? I do not see that. I don't know. I don't know. I can, if I click live, but it doesn't show that I am live. Hello, hello. All right. Leanne, have you been struggling at work? Man, your aunt steps up and she was instantly just, I'm feeling this huge work issue. Like you have, okay, Angie. Oh, thank you, Sharissa. Thank you. She's on YouTube. It looks like Angie is too. Do we have anyone from, do we have anyone on Instagram? Instagram's a pain in the rear end. I just thought you would like to know. To get to stream live is a pain. Cheryl, Leanne, Cheryl is talking about this work issue you have going on, and feels like there's been some shuffling in people in charge at your job. And so it has left you, it's left you a little uncomfortable. It's left you kind of not quite sure where your footing is, and you are not, did you get it?
I'm trying to figure out how to get there. I'm going to my page.
And you're unsure of your responsibilities with this new shuffling in the company. And your aunt said that's a very uncomfortable place to be. You are someone you're used to being able to like stay with the company and stay. But sometimes Spirit will put difficult situations in our way you don't work, you're disabled. So what is this going on? It has to do with your responsibilities. This is one I wish I was like, oh my goodness, if you were here, I'd so put you right on. Can you put people on? I was about to, if you're on TikTok, I'll sometimes make you go live. And I was like, can we make people go live? I don't know. I was going to do that. So there's going to be a shift in your responsibilities. I see that you are disabled, but there's going to be something changing there. Not that your disability is going to go away. Do you help with your grandbabies? There's some kind of responsibilities that you are responsible for with your helping with your grandbabies. No, I'm on Facebook. Well, I'm on I'm actually on a program called Restream, where you can stream 3 things at one time. So I'm streaming Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all at one time. Maybe I need some classes on that. So these responsibilities that her daughter Angie has grandbabies.
Are you on TikTok? That is live. No, I'm on TikTok.
I wonder why because she said her daughter Angie has grandbabies. Okay, gotcha. There's going to be a change in that. So for you, Leanne, she's wanting a part-time job and can't because she watches them every day. Okay, there we go. I was like, I know there is a job and a responsibilities that's getting, okay. Thank you, Leanne, for clearing that up. I was like, wait a minute. No. Thank you so much for clearing that up. Yes, that is exactly what she's talking about. And I understand because I watch my grandbabies very like 2 days a month, and I do understand that responsibility, but she needs to put boundaries on because those grandbabies are like wearing her out, and she is so wrapped up in their care. She's not really having a life of her own. And so she very much needs to kind of, oh, thank you, John. Thank you. Tell them I said hi. She really needs to put some boundaries in place so that she is not, she has a life of her own. Thank you so much for confirming that. I was like, no, I'm definitely seeing a job here and there's responsibilities. Thank you, Leanne, for confirming that. I appreciate you today. I appreciate you. Okay. There is, let's do some spirit led, because there's another person here that, it's a female. Okay. You know, I was about to say she was a wife, but she is pulling back, like maybe a partnership. She passed with cancer. And though she had been in a long-term relationship, she's showing me that when she passed, she wasn't in that relationship anymore.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
What is it?
The yellow duck thing.
Okay, so Leanne, I see you were saying, did you have anything for Angie? Was not that the person she was talking to when she said that she needed to set up the boundaries and she does need to go to work part-time and stop keeping the grandbabies 100% of the time? Aw, Natalie, thank you. So Natalie says, you told me to share this with you if it happened. A few months ago, I had a reading with you, and you told me someone in my family would soon have a boy. I just found out I'm having a boy in June. Congratulations, Natalie. Okay, she's sad and misses her. Tell her to look for her mom comes to her through the blinking lights. Look, her mom messes with the electricity. It's the blinking lights. It's the blinking lights. She's always around her, and she says that she's one of these situations where I say, okay, Joey. Okay, Joey, very good. Your birth parents were in a long-term relationship but broke up before I was born. He was married. Okay. And did your mom have cancer? I'm not quite sure she passed from it, but she definitely had it at some point in her life. And your birth mother passed of cancer. Okay, great, Joey. Let's figure out which one it is. So now this is definitely, the spirit is with Joey. I'm not quite sure. It sounds like it is your mom. Oh, she did. Okay, very good, very good. Then this is the one who was with the man who was married for a long time, like they split up right before you were born. It sounds like that's who this is. All right, very good. You know, Joey, she is telling me instantly, as y'all know, if y'all have seen me read before, I don't let spirits say I'm proud of you. They have to say why they're proud of you. So that's where she's going with this. She's rolling into just how proud she is of you, that you have been, like, your spirit is crazy strong, and you almost to a fault, which means that you have been going through a lot. And sometimes you put on your brave face so much, people forget that you are sick or that you're battling something or that you're having problems. You just put your brave face on and you keep going. And your mom is saying it's okay to ask for help. Make sure you're asking for help. She's also so happy and proud of you that you have created such a strong support system around you. And she says you need to lean on them more. You need to lean on them. She is also saying, oh, wow, 1,000% correct. Thank you, Joey. Joey she didn't even say 100% correct. She said 1,000% correct. Thank you. She's also telling me that you need to slow down, that you are very tired on when I say a cellular level, it shows me that you're tired on a level that is not one that a good night's sleep is going to fix. It's one that you need to nurture yourself. You need to nurture who you are. You need to listen to your body, and you need to honor when it says to, first time on YouTube, but happy to be here. I'm hoping my husband steps up. Look at you, Marilyn. You're over there on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate some of y'all popping over there to YouTube to check it out. Joey, she's also saying, like, I'm hearing there's been something in your house making a high-pitched noise. And no, she's not making it make a high-pitched noise. It's just a sign that she is around you. She did send you the cardinals this summer, though. She says it's been too cold. And but she did send you the cardinals this summer, and she's acknowledging there's been this high. Oh, Joey, I don't normally like to make people cry, but during readings, I'll take it. Joey says she's crying. I'm so correct. I don't know what this high-pitched noise is, but it's just an acknowledgement that she is around you. And I don't know, I was about to tell her bye. I was about to thank her for stepping up and close down the reading. And she showed me orange juice. So that was her last. She's like, no, she needs the orange juice. I don't know what this orange juice thing is, Joey. Hopefully that resonates with you. Everything else did. So I can imagine she'd throw up some orange juice at me and it wouldn't resonate. Thank you, Joey. All right. All right, so let's see here. Should we pull someone, or you want me to do spirit led?
Well, you got quite a few people. I can't see all the comments, though. You can probably see a lot more than I can.
You can't see the
They scroll, and I get that much.
Okay, John. Let's see here. Your mom, Seal? Is that? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Are you still on here, John? I'm gonna try to pull up your mom's Seal. Seal. Okay, John. Did your mom CEIL? Oh, that's right. You can't see those, huh?
Because they're on reading, you can only see a little bit.
Huh.
John said yes.
Okay. Very good. I was just scrolling with the comments, John. Did your mom, like, I'm seeing John towards the end of her life, she's showing me being very weak. And I feel like my hand is shaking to get something up to my mouth, but I feel like it's more of I'm just so weak, I am shaking. She's also showing me that you were, hello, Lindsay. You were such a wonderful support to her towards the end of her life. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me right now, do not come on my live and start trying to scam. I will block you in a heartbeat.
Just hit the dots and you can block them.
Yeah, I just hit them. Hold on, I'm trying to block someone here. Excuse me.
On YouTube doing it too.
Block. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry. Every time I go live on anything, there's some scammers. Do not, it's true, she died of complications. She lost her eyesight. I was down the street from her and took care of her. Very good. I will not direct message anyone. I am going to continue this reading, but I do want to put that PSA out that, I can't go live without people scamming. And I'm so sorry. If I could control it, I would, but just make sure you do not Venmo anyone any money and you ignore them. All right. John, she is very much saying that, and I know this is sometimes hard to hear, but she was ready to go. She had gotten to the point in her life where she had more people over in heaven than she had earthside. And she had been, she's saying blessed on this earth. She's also, did you know if she had a miscarriage? I know that's not something women of her age ever talked about, but she's showing me that she had a baby on the other side and she was going to see her baby on the other side. So I don't know if you know the answer to that. Back in your mom's day, they didn't really talk about, or what I'm assuming is your mom's day, they didn't talk about miscarriages. People acted like they didn't matter, but she was very much ready to go see her baby. She's also telling me that you're prepping, like, I feel like I'm worried about retirement. Like you are wanting to retire at a certain point and you're just concerned that you're going to be able to do that. And she's saying that you absolutely are going to be able to do that. She did show me your dad too, but then she switched over to a baby. Your dad, she is acknowledging that your parents had a true soul match. A lot of people think, of course, they loved each other. They were married, but as we well know, that's not always marriages. I read a couple of those today. But your parents did have a true love match. And you know what? They made each other a priority. She's showing me that they made each other a priority. And though, yes, they did. What that? I was about to say a bad word.
I don't know.
No, these scammers are like,
yeah,
absolutely freaking ridiculous. So annoying. She is showing me that when they made each other a priority, that they loved each other. Also, do you have your dad's watch, John? I'm seeing a watch. Whose watch do you have? I'm seeing someone's watch here. 47 years. Wow. I was looking to see if he had confirmed the watch situation. Oh, there you go. I see someone. Did he say? Well, let's see. Yes. Very good. He wore it up to his death. Very good. Okay. Because a man stepped up with her and I assumed it was her dad, your dad, her husband. But I said, you have to give me something. And he showed me a watch. So I want to make sure it was your dad before I confirm. Yes, he is. She's with your dad. And she says they're dancing again. Oh my goodness. Isn't that sweet? That tells me that they used to love to dance when they were younger. It's a beautiful love match they have. She's saying that was a beautiful love match, but it was also almost a fault to those around because they compared their relationships to you. Like the relationships you were in, you always compared it to your parents' relationship. And you don't find that very often. I read thousands of people and you don't find matches like your parents very often. All right, John. Thank you. Thank you for letting me read your mom. Thank you. She's very good.
Banner. How did they put that banner on there?
Can you see it?
Yeah. Everybody probably can see it. It's on YouTube and Facebook.
All right. I'm sorry. I was just, I don't know how to get this, like whatever this banner is on here. How do you does anyone know how to get rid of that?
Does everybody else see it?
Does everyone else see that banner? Look at John. Y'all are so sweet. So John caught on. He's like, you were 1,000% on. Not just 100% on, 1,000% on. All right. I don't know how to get this daggum. I don't know how to get that banner off of there. Like, I don't know how they got it on there, and I don't know how to get it off. Hold on. Let me see here if I can do something about it. Block. Okay, he's blocked.
You don't have to do it. I can't do anything.
Okay, I think I did it.
Yep, there it went.
It's the blind leading the blind, people. It's a good thing I talk to dead people because that's what I'm good at. There you go. There, I got rid of it. Thank you. There you go. All right. Let's see who else we got going on here. Who we want to read next? All right, Miss Marilyn. I think it's your husband. Is his name Rich? Because I was going down my screen, and just as I hit your name, Rich popped in. Rich or Rick, something like that.
Yes.
Okay, very good. I thought so. I had my cursor going down the names like, like roulette. Who am I going to land on? And just as I hit your name, I heard, I thought it was Rich. Okay. Did he die of cancer? Was it not just cancer, but was it brain cancer or another kind of cancer? There's a reason why he's making me feel like it was brain cancer. Marilyn, he is telling me, she's reading from YouTube right now, y'all. Working 2 platforms tonight. Oh, it's my husband. Yeah, not 3, just 2. Maybe we can get the 3rd one on there one day.
I think I know what I did wrong.
We think we know what we did wrong. So next time we'll have 3 of them. Pancreatic. Okay, pancreatic. I was wondering because before this, I was on a reading with someone who I've worked with a couple of times, and her husband passed of brain cancer. And in May, I'm going to be doing a fundraiser for her because it is, or for a foundation that she's involved with for people who have this kind of brain cancer, because it's that kind of brain cancer, like that month. And he was like telling me he is acknowledging that and saying how proud he is. He's very sweet, Marilyn. Your husband, I'm telling you, so sweet and so empathetic. You don't see that a lot in men. And a lot of people, he is saying, didn't see that in him. You saw it. You got to see that side of him. But a lot of other people didn't because, he was too busy have to be the strong man. But he had an amazing heart, and he had a huge heart for others. He said that he sees what you're going through, and he's showing me money, like you're having some financial issues. And he's also saying to say no. So are you are you helping to support other people? Are you giving money to other people? Are you like wanting to support those that should be trying to support themselves? So his warning is really about making sure you're taking care of yourself first. You have taken care of other people your entire life, and it's time for you to look out for yourself. He's also showing me, all right, Miss Marilyn. Do you know what he's talking about when he's talking about you have been in the past? Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you for confirming that. He's very much talking about making sure that you are taking care of yourself first. Even after you said that, I was like, okay, she's taking care of it. That's what I said in my side voice. And he's like, no, she is still not putting herself first. And he's not talking about putting yourself first in a selfish kind of way, but making sure that you are honoring, respecting your own boundaries, and you are loving yourself as much as he loved you. He's also saying that he's sorry. Like towards the end of his life, he's saying he wasn't the best patient, Marilyn. That's what he's saying. He's saying towards the end of his life, he got a little cranky. He's like, I just wasn't the best patient, which I'm not always the best patient either. So I can't really fault him for that. And Lord have mercy. These people should be ashamed of themselves. If you can't start your business.
Do something.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
He was grumpy.
He was grumpy. I know. I'm sorry. He's sorry. I was like, oh, sometimes I feel grumpy when I'm sick too. I get it. He's saying that you had the patience of a saint with him and how much he very much appreciates that. Also, you were recently like touching some of his old clothes. I don't feel like you have a lot of them left, but he shows me that you were looking and touching some of his old clothes. And so that is a sign that he is around you. When spirits step up and start talking about things that you were doing recently, it shows that they're around you, because I don't like spirits say, hey, tell them I'm around them. All right, Miss Marilyn, thank you for letting me read your husband. He's not grumpy anymore. Marilyn, I was trying to move him along so I could go to the next spirit. Apparently he wasn't done. He is telling me that when he passed, he was a shadow of his old self. And that memory kind of haunts you, like how he looked right before he passed, just kind of haunts you. And he wants you to remember him the way he was. He said, please remember the way they were. Hello, South Dakota. South Dakota in the house. So Saltman said, this people are fake. Is he talking about I'm fake or other people are fake?
I don't see that comment. Where is it?
It came through at Saltman. It came through about 4. Maybe it's a delay before you see him.
On YouTube or Facebook?
Facebook. Who wanted guidance from angels? I just saw that. Where was my guidance? Oh, who was that?
You may want to come to you.
Caitlin Lee. Oh no, it was Lindsay. Lindsay wanted guidance from angels. Lindsay, I don't get to read angels very often. People don't ask for it often, so I'm going to take that. The reason I don't read angels very often when it comes to lives is because it's hard to confirm, and I will admit it. I'm very much evidential. So whenever, there's not a lot of evidence of when I say an angel accepting the messages. So, Lindsay, I'm hearing Haniel around you. Haniel is saying, and please, now this is where the message comes through, so please confirm the message if it resonates with you. He is telling me that you have, like, your thoughts and belief system is completely changing, and you're starting to really think outside the box, and you've been trying to really discuss this with your family, and your family is not having it. Your family is kind of like, that's silly, not really listening to you. And so you've been feeling lost. And I've been hearing this a lot. People are, we're going through a huge spiritual awakening as a country, as a population, I would say. And Haniel is very much saying that you are on the right path. Spiritual awakening as a country. He is saying, yes, thank you for confirming, Lindsay. He is telling me for you to start taking some classes, like start getting out there. He's just making my earring also. Oh, okay. You've been having earrings. I was like, oh, he's making my earring. And he's telling me because you've been having your earrings. So when you have that high-pitched noise come in your ear, yes, check it out. But if the doctor can't find anything wrong with your ears, that's a sign of a spiritual download. And it's not information that you know that you're getting right then. It's information that you know you will access in the future. He's also showing me, have you been playing with cards? He's wanting me to grab some cards, like my tarot cards. I have a lot of them. I have a ton of them over here. Have you been playing with cards? Those would be kind of fun for you to start learning. Cards are fun whenever you are learning spirituality because it gives you some guidance. Sometimes when people sit in front of me and they're just like, read me, and they don't want mediumship, they want I'm sorry, I was closing down a message so I could see y'all. They want psychic. Cards are a great way to start off. So get some cards and start playing with those. Oh, a pendulum. Pendulums are fun. Pendulums are fun as long as you know the rules of them. Make sure you're working, because you just want to get, you can't do any harm except you'll get incorrect answers. It's not like you're going to have any kind of mean energies come through. It's just you want to make sure you're getting correct answers. All right, Lindsay, thank you for letting me read an angel tonight. I don't do that often. All right. All right, so let's go with, all right, Billy Joe, Grandma Maxine. All right, so for those of you watching and for Billy Joe, y'all know the drill. I will start describing the person, and make sure you confirm or deny. Just because I'm calling up Grandma Maxine does not mean that's who's stepping up. Okay, she's stepping up with weird identification. And I was kind of arguing with her because I was like, I didn't like it, but let me just give you what, because part of her identification is through her message, which I don't always like it when spirits do that, but let's see if you can resonate with you, Bella Jo. She is taking responsibility for some of the family problems because of how she raised the generation below her. If that was your mom or your dad, but she's very much taking responsibility for that. She's also telling me, she's showing me breakfast food. Do you remember eating breakfast food at her house a lot? It's like, because she's showing me toast in particular. And she's in the kitchen. And while she's in the kitchen making this toast, she has a robe on. And she also has slippers. And she has the slippers, the kind that you just kind of would slip your feet in and they go flap, flap, flap on the ground. She's also showing me that by the time she passed, she did pass older, because she's showing me just her skin. Like you can tell from her skin how it had wrinkled. She was quite old when she passed. All right, Miss Billy Joe, does this fit your grandmother Maxine? If it doesn't, don't worry about it. We'll figure out who she belongs to. Yes, she always wore dresses and robes like a muumuu. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm not going to wait for the entire message to be, she's confirmed enough of it. But if you get a chance, because then I get curious, like, what is this? Why is she showing me breakfast food? Do you remember her making you breakfast food all the time? And toast in particular. And the toast, she's been very specific. I can still see the butter on it and jelly. I'm not sure of the kind of jelly. I can't just see if that's grape or if it's red. But anyway, the toast definitely has jelly on it. So what is this? I wish this is one of those times I wish you were in front of me. Like when I can see something so clearly, I get to be like a dog with a bone. Oh, she died when you were little. Okay, very good. Okay. So it's not like it's a no. It's just not something you remember. She's telling me, chin up, chin up. Billy Joe. She's also saying this is one of those times where when the message is something that I know, I can just feel people are going to be like, no, I want to be angry for a while. It's like, oh, I'm glad you're not in my office getting this message. She is telling me that sometimes when you go through some of the most horrific times in your life and you're being extremely challenged, you cannot see to the other side. And you can't see on the other side that actually it's going to be a beautiful life if you walk through it with integrity and grace. She's also saying that you don't feel like you have you're walking through anything with integrity and grace, but you absolutely are. You have a place on this earth. She's also showing me that if you continue down this path of walking with this integrity and grace, 7 months from now, your life will be so much different than it is right now. Move forward with candles named after her, or no. She's showing me tweak the candles. Tweak the candles. Do you know what she's talking about? All of a sudden, she's making me smell. Like the smell of the candles. Okay. She's telling me, she's making me smell a candle like it needs to be stronger. The candle needs to be stronger. Also, she's telling me that your candles are like healthier than most. It's the way you make them. I'm not sure what she's talking about, but the products you make the candles with are healthier than most, and you need to really lean into that and promote it as a healthier candle. She's also telling me to have that as for you to have that as a side gig to move forward with your like you have a plan of what you thought you were going to do. Move forward with that and have the candles as a side gig. All right. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Billy Joe. Thank you for letting me read your grandma. Thank you, thank you. All right. I have a 12-year-old little boy here. Okay, I have a little boy here. He is 12. He is telling me there is odd circumstances of how he passed. I'm hearing he was big for his age. Aw, Fran, thank you for asking about me. I've been feeling good, actually, really good. Thank you for asking. Okay, this 12-year-old boy, he was big for his age. I'm hearing an R name. Like Ryan, Richard. What's more of the IN? The more of the IN name. Okay, anyway, 12-year-old boy. There's questions about his passing. Like I keep tagging him, like, how did you pass? He's not coming out and saying it. It's unclear. Like he's clear how he passed, but he's saying it's unclear. The people around are unclear. There's lots still researching, lots of questions. He's also showing me classic 12-year-old. I don't know if I should take this as evidence or not, because classic, he's talking about missing macaroni and cheese. He liked his junk food, apparently. Macaroni and cheese and Doritos is what he's showing me. He is also showing me he's from a colder climate. Like, is his name Larson? I do not know, but please don't feed the medium. When you ask me questions and it gets in my head, then I don't know. Yeah, Billy Joe, you know better than that. Okay, and he is showing me that what people think happened to him. I'm making a note, just so y'all know. I don't want to forget. He's also showing me, does anyone have this kid? I'm reading him like someone has claimed him. All right. Mac and cheese. He's a boy. I'm hearing this R name like Ryan. He is showing me that there was he has a problem communicating when he was on Earth. Like I'm just feeling like his thoughts were foggy. Like he had a hard time putting his thoughts together and getting them out of his mouth. Not that he couldn't speak. He could speak. He just had a hard time with his thought processes. All right. So does anyone know this boy? Okay, we're going to put him on ice for a moment. Goodbye, Lorraine. Have a good evening. Oh, okay. Kristen, you worked on a 12-year-old boy on the ambulance. You know, Patrick, I also, the white light, I call it the white light of God, white light of the Holy Spirit, whatever you want. Call it. I do that all the time. That's how I protect myself as I roll into my days.
Barbara said my son was 11, big in size. He's Nick. His nickname started with an R.
Okay, very good.
She doesn't want to feed them. She's trying not to feed you. So
Okay, who was that?
Barbara Kincaid. My son was 11, big in size. His nickname started with an R.
Okay, it looks like we're with Barbara here.
Does the other stuff fit? Doritos, mac and cheese.
You know, that's kind of like I was telling this kid. I was gonna say, as this kid was talking about the Doritos and mac and cheese, I was like, really, dude? All 12-year-old boys like Doritos and mac and cheese. Okay. I don't see her on here, but we're wrong with it. Oh, there she is. Yep. There you go, Barbara. All right. Looks like we have your son here, Barbara. Very good. Barbara, so I don't know if you know, like we're not going to dwell on it because you're not here in front of me to confirm it and let's go back and forth, but he's talking about the questions about his passing. So I'm going to leave that with you. He also is talking about how happy he is that you keep his memory alive. And there has been some kind of celebration, like there has been something happening recently in relation to him, whether his birthday passed recently or the anniversary of his passing, something related to him has happened recently. He also, Barbara, wants to know you take some responsibility for his passing, and he is very much saying that that is just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. He couldn't have asked for a better mom. Also, yes, that was him in your dream the other night. He's showing me that he came to you in your dream and you woke up and you were kind of foggy and you weren't quite sure. Was that really him? Was that really him? Yes, it was absolutely him. He is also saying that he's one of these kids that I say kind of haunts you. And I say it because, as a medium, haunting isn't bad. It's just spirit showing you that they are around. He's showing me, he pulls out all the stops. First, he was in your dreams. He's also showing me that you've recently seen him. Oh, my throat is dry. I've been talking for a while now. Barbara, I know as a mom that we would, no matter how our child passed, we're going to feel guilty that we, should protect him, kept him from going whatever it was. He's saying no, that he would have picked you all over again. He would pick you every day of the week and twice on Sunday to be his mom. You loved him and he couldn't have asked for more. Now back to the haunting thing. He is showing me that you've recently seen him. So how do you see spirits? When you ever see something out of the corner of your eye moving and you're like, oh, what was that? That's a spirit. Our eyes can see spirits peripherally, but not straight on. And he is, like, you have just been talking to him so much lately, more so than usual. It must relate back to whatever it is that has triggered you about his passing, either his birthday, the anniversary, his passing, something. Also, he is telling me, he was showing me that it takes a while for your car to heat up. When you get in your car and you turn your heat on, like my car does he does it heats up pretty quickly. I'm sorry, I was distracted. I was trying to decide if someone was being mean or if they were being kind. I really can't tell in here. And he was saying it takes a long time for your car to heat up because he shows me you're being in your car and you turn the heat on. You're like, still wanting it to warm up. And he tells me he's riding shotgun with you. He says you don't sing anymore, that you used to sing, and he wants to hear you sing again. He misses hearing your singing. And I'm not saying that you were a professional singer, but you know how we frequently sing along to our favorite songs. He's saying that you don't do that anymore. So start your singing, Miss Barbara. Start your singing again.
This is great. We appreciate it.
All right.
Lotus.
Let's talk about this. You're taking an exam tomorrow. So let's see if we can alleviate some of your stress. Her name is Lotus. Okay, is Lotus going to pass her exam tomorrow? Do you have what do you have on YouTube? Do you have for your hypno? Do you have?
I have a couple of I have a confidence.
Okay.
And a basic
There you go.
meditation.
Okay, so Lotus, my husband he does hypnotherapy. And on his YouTube channel, which is Ken Jackson, let me show you what you're going to see when you go there. Oh, he's putting a link on there. Okay, go there. He has a couple of quick hypnotherapies. Please do one of those, because when I tap into you, girlfriend, my anxiety is off the charts. And that is going to be your biggest block to this test, is your anxiety. So, I know sometimes we feel like we don't have time to meditate. We don't have time. And yes, hypnotherapy is a guided meditation. So it's Ken Jackson Success Coaching. Let me show you. He's putting the link on there, but this is what he looks like, and his picture is on his YouTube channel. Please do one of those hypnotherapies. You need to calm yourself down, and you're going to be so much better. Tapping into you, girlfriend. I'm off the charts with my anxiety. All right. Let me.
Did it share? Because I can't see it.
Oh my goodness! I was trying to block someone, but the comments were coming so quickly, it kept going to a different one. I was trying to block this old blah blah blah. I can't even pronounce it.
Now everybody's doing it to you. I'm reading.
Do not send anyone. If someone says to inbox them, don't do it. They're a bunch of scammers. They're just after your money. Oh, I was about to say a bad word. I was looking. Okay, Miss Carmen, what are you looking for advice on? I'm sorry, but I can't say your name without thinking Carmen San Diego. Okay, Miss Carmen. Carmen. Put in the chats, please. What are you looking for advice on? To change paths is what I'm hearing. Change paths. Struggling with your daughter. We all struggle with our daughters at some point. Okay, Carmen, what I'm seeing is that you are, I know this isn't going to make you feel better, but I'm hearing that you're on the right path. You keep the lines of communication open. You try to communicate with her, and you're just, I'm hearing Spirit say, and you're not really, Carmen. I can feel that you're extremely intelligent, but you just don't know anything and you're stupid. That's what I'm hearing. You know how those kids think that about their moms? That's the age that your daughter is at. That's what she's thinking. You just do not understand where she's coming from, and you don't understand what she's going through. I know that you do, but I'm just telling you what your daughter is thinking. Spirit is telling me that you are absolutely on the right path to hold firm. There's something that you've been thinking about giving in on. They're not saying what it is. It's awful. It hurts. It does, Carmen. It does. I agree. What is that? Who is that comedian I took you to see here in Omaha? I was going to give you the name of this comedian. If I figure her out later, I will post it on my Facebook page. But she has a skit about her daughter, how she's and she's scary and we're afraid of her. And, she turns it into a skit, but it's spot on. She's also the Spirit is also telling me, Carmen, to not give in. I hope that makes sense to you. And you walk through parenting with integrity and patience and love, and in the end, you are going to win.
Sandy said, I have so many spirits around me that I can't control them anymore.
Okay. I want to mention to Les Wells, he says, trust in Jesus, not her. She's not. I want to mention to Les, and I want him to consider for just a moment that the greatest travesty to the Christian religion is people like him. The greatest travesty to the Christian religion is people who judge others in the name of Christ instead of walking in his love. If you want to bring people to the Christian religion, if you want to bring people to the love of Jesus, then love them. Love them. When we judge others, it's a sign that we feel like we're unworthy, and to be good, to be, oh, I'm good, I'm going to get there, then we have to put others down. Please don't spread more hate in Jesus' name. He is love. He's all about love. Spread love. What does it hurt to pass some dadgum love around? Okay. Okay, so my moderator said someone was talking about there are so many spirits around them they can't control them anymore. Put up some boundaries. I taught, like last night, I was teaching my intro to mediumship class, and that is the first thing I teach before we roll into actually bringing through spirits. There is, on my website, there is a white lighted protection meditation. And you can download it for free. It's like you're checking out and purchasing something, but you're purchasing it for free. So white light of meditation. There's other ones on YouTube. I don't have one on my website. I just haven't put one out there, but there's a purple protection meditation. Make sure you're doing some kind of protection. Also, call in your guides and say, help me control these spirits. You can turn the spirits off. You can tell your guides to turn the spirits off, but I hate to do that because I love talking to spirits. Okay. Let's do who should we do next? Are you feeling someone? Hang tight, Carmen. You're on the right path. I know it feels that way, but Sarah Miller. I had a spiritual event. I think I would like for you to verify it was during the time of my aunt passing. You did. It feels like for a moment you just flipped yourself right over to the other side, and not literally to the other side like you were dead the other side, but you definitely popped over to the other side for a moment. Melody, am I going to be successful with my weight loss? You should have taken it. My husband and I were just off in a weight loss class. I'm feeling you are, but not as successful as you would like to be. Joan, you're blessed to be able to talk to spirits. You know what? Anyone can talk to spirits. They really can. I mean, I'm teaching intro to mediumship. It's our third class that we start to bring in spirits. And so, they go home with homework and I partner them up. And so this gal in my class, she was like, I don't think, I can't read. I can't read. And so right there in front of all the other students, I walked her through bringing through a spirit, and she absolutely brought one up and described it, knew it was a grandmother, gave all kinds of information. Anyone can do it. It's like learning to read another language or speak another language.
Oh, you're so sweet. Your weight loss class is fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Miss Valerie. Valerie's in our weight loss class, and she just said it was fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. Ashley, will I have a fourth baby? You know, honey, I'm not feeling you. That was last night. I love your class. Yes, Alexa's in that class. Thank you, Alexa, for the confirmation. Yes, Alexa was in that class. I'm not feeling a fourth baby for you, honey. All right. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us and helping us walk through this night of going live on a couple of different platforms. We are definitely going to do this more often. Okay, wait a minute. I want to answer this one. Lori is a tall golf instructor. Dang it, Lori. I thought I was going to be able to say yes. I feel like there's something off about that question. Is all the information in that question correct? Like I feel like part of the information in the question is incorrect, which is throwing off me reading it. It's kind of like when you ask a pendulum a question. You have to be very specific with the information. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Hello, hello. All right. Y'all have a good evening.